This is the United Nations Security Council. Imagine the date is February 20th, 2018, and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, right over there, is about to call for an immediate peace conference and negotiations toward a peaceful two-state solution. Now, this certainly sounds like a positive direction, but if we go back in time just 1 month, we see that earlier this year, Palestinian President Abbas spoke to the Palestinian people in Arabic. He stood in front of a map of the entire state of Israel and said these words, quote, "This is our country," end quote. He referred to the entire state of Israel as Palestine 6 separate times in his speech, and he said very clearly that Jews have no connection to the land of Israel or to Jerusalem. So how did the media report this? Palestinian president calls for peace conference. Palestinian president calls for peace conference. Palestinian president calls for peace conference. And the context about the contradictions, the calls for violence, the incitement, the historical inaccuracies, nothing. Meanwhile, the ruling Fatah political party continues to not only praise but also to pay Palestinians to engage in violent and deadly acts of terrorism against Israelis. And what did the media have to say about that? Again, nothing. Now, the biggest shocker of all was President Abbas's claim that the Palestinians are descendants of the Canaanites, having lived in Palestine for 5,000 years. Now, this is a relatively new claim, and not only is it not supported by modern scholarship, but it actually contradicts the Quran. Are you saying the Quran is wrong? So now the world, having listened in simultaneous translation into multiple languages, believes that Palestinian President Abbas wants a peaceful two-state solution. And maybe he does. But the Palestinian people, having listened in Arabic, understand that the Palestinian president is going to lead them to a violent and glorious conquest of the entire state of Israel. I don't know. All I know is that the media, the United Nations, and the nations of the world let him get away with it. Anyone who truly cares about peace for Israelis and Palestinians must also care about truth. And the media have a professional responsibility to not just be a mouthpiece, but to report with full context. If you agree this message is important, please share this video. It's the only way people will know. And if you feel we've earned it, please sign up for our newsletter at honestreporting.com and follow us on YouTube.